Hey everybody, it's Chris for AllEars TV and AllEars.net. Today we are heading into Magic Kingdom, straight ahead and then to the left. We're heading to an original opening day attraction of both Disneyland and Disney World, where we will be plunged deep into the jungle. On a cruise, in the jungle. I assume that there's no doubt about where we're going. We're going to talk about some fun facts, share some tips, and discuss an unconfirmed but awesome rumor as to how Walt totally changed his mind on how to present the Jungle Cruise. In 1940, World War II was escalating and the U.S. government called upon Walt Disney to make a trip to South America as an ambassador to create goodwill between the Americas. Not being the kind of guy that just likes shaking hands, he positioned the trip as an opportunity to research content for films, so brought a team of 15 with him. Shortly after their return, the studio produced Saludos Amigos and Three Caballeros. But during their travels throughout South America, Walt saw animals in the jungle and wanted to share the experience and the animals with people back home, and the concept of the Jungle Cruise was born. There is no height requirement, and this is one of the few rides that has a special boat for wheelchairs and ECVs so that guests don't need to transfer at all. Now, if it's a must ride for you, I recommend getting a FastPass for this one. The line is usually pretty long these days, with waits generally at least 30 minutes to well over an hour. Initially for this attraction, Walt wanted real animals, but Brother Roy objected for 3 key reasons. First, animals are real expensive. Disneyland was already way over budget, so the cost of elephants and lions was simply not going to happen. Second, most of the animals Walt wanted are nocturnal anyway, so there was no way to ensure you'd see anything. Third, land, physical land. It's commonly known that Disneyland is very small, and they certainly didn't have enough room to house exotic animals. The task of creating the jungle fell on Imagineer Morgan Bill Evans. There are hundreds of plants, trees, and shrubs, but the plants are tricky and need the right environment. There are actually coolers and heaters camouflaged in the jungle to maintain them. Bill Evans is also responsible for the Liberty Tree in Liberty Square, which is a live oak. Each boat has a different name, and they're all named after rivers. The original boats in 1955 were painted as perfectly clean replicas, but were given a more realistic grunge and wear and tear feel when the Indiana Jones franchise arrived. Now, in the beginning, the attraction was supposed to be informational, like you'd get on Kilimanjaro safaris. Now, the rumor that we love to believe, but I don't think has ever been confirmed, is that Walt was once in the bushes or in the backstage area and heard people laughing on the Jungle Cruise. So he went out to see what they were laughing about and saw that the skippers were telling jokes and the people were laughing. Allegedly, the skippers got bored of going round and round, seeing the same things and saying the same script, so they started peppering in little jokes here and there.
Now raise your hand if you've ever seen The Jungle Book. If you haven't, it's right there. Up ahead, I did set up a pygmy welcoming party. You're welcome. You can thank me later. It's going to be so much fun. I invited everyone I know, and no one showed up. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Canoe.
But in that moment, Walt realized that the purpose of Disneyland was for families and people to have fun and be entertained, and thus the Jungle Cruise was re-scripted and became the pun-filled attraction that has become a Disney classic.
Well, it sounds like heading into banana country, so keep your eyes peeled. Uh-oh, and that is what happens if you leave your tent unlocked here in the jungle. Yeah, these guys will break in and compete. Now the good news is, I could not get that Jeep to start this morning, but it looks like they got it to turn over. Yeah, they probably used a monkey wrench. That or they called AAA. We're going to turn down the Nile, it's just getting a little bit too loud. The Nile River is one of the longest rivers in the world at about 4,000 miles long. And it just goes on for miles and miles and miles and miles. But don't worry, I know a shortcut. Over here is an African bull elephant. Well, it's an African elephant because of two things. One, he's got really large ears, and two, we're in Africa. Uh-oh, it looks like he got separated from his mate. We'll have to help him get back to the river. I have no idea. Does anyone know how to make an elephant float? Lots of ice cream. Over here is a sandstone rock formation. Yeah, I'll only point that out because most people take it for granted. Here's one of our boulder attractions here in the jungle. Most people will share my sentiments. Personally, I think it rocks.
Jungle Cruise figures are not audio animatronics. They're actually mechanical animals. Audio animatronics weren't even invented yet.
Oh, how cute. Yeah, he looks dead. Tired, dead, tired. Don't worry, kids, he's just sleeping. Yeah, after all this, how zebras sleep on their side. Next event, surrounded by lions.
The guy getting poked in the bum by the rhino is the same face as the gravedigger at Haunted Mansion.
He said, hey, Skipper Gibbs, we're going to go race a rhino. Would you like to join in? I said, no thanks, guys. There's no way we're going to outrun that rhino, but I think they got the point. Yeah, in the end. Yeah, the little man on that totem pole is my friend Ahontus. She looks like that rhino's about to poke Ahontus. And just around the river bend, if you look over here, you'll see absolutely nothing. Behind me, however, you'll see the beautiful, majestic Switzer.
The water is actually clean and clear, but it is dyed with a chemical to give it that murky, muddy look. Now, we've been told by the skippers that when they actually add the dye and it flows over the waterfall, it looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate waterfall.
If you'd like more information on the waterfall, we'll be going over it later. Did anyone feel that refreshing mist on your face as we went by? Yeah, it's about 3,000 types of jungle bacteria. You are welcome.
This was originally a whole plane and was split in two. This is the back half, and the front half was in the Casablanca scene in the Great Movie Ride. Since that ride closed, we've been trying to keep a lookout for where it's going to pop up as dressing in another attraction.
Uh-oh. Looks like I landed us a pool of hippos.
The hippos don't have bottoms because, well, you can't see underneath in the murky water.
I came prepared this time, though. Go away! Please leave us alone. I have a gun and I'm afraid to use it. Works like a charm every time. And these guys are dancing a circle like that. Can only mean one of two things. Either they don't know how to square dance, or they lost the key to the restroom again.
The boats are on a track, but the skippers control the forward and back.
Oh, we got some more natives over here. Let's see if we can translate what they're saying. I've been practicing all week. Put your left foot in, take your left foot out. Put your left foot in, shake it all about. I have no idea, it sounds like a bunch of hokey pokey to me. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the thing you traveled thousands of miles to see, the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water. O2H, O2H. I've never been inside here before. You guys want to go in? Yeah, why not? I was afraid you were going to say that. So do me a favor, keep your eyes open, because I'm going to keep mine closed. Well, it looks like we made it out of there in one piece. Did we lose anyone? Raise your hand if you're not here. Oh, this one might try to spray the boat. No. Okay. That was a close one, wasn't it? Yeah, you probably think that's water coming out of their trunks. It's not.
As you near the end, you meet Trader Sam holding a shrunken head in his hand. He's the head salesman. Yes, the puns definitely wear off on you. And the skipper comments that he's offering a special deal of 2 of his heads for 1 of yours. Originally, he wore a colorful tribal mask, but this was removed in 2005 during refurbishment. This random character was further explored with the opening of Trader Sam's Tiki Bars at both the Disneyland Hotel and Disney's Polynesian Village, with a backstory of Sam deciding to apply his experience as a mixologist of potions to becoming a mixologist of drinks. and he can definitely mix some drinks. If you're ever in the neighborhood of either of Sam's Tiki Bars, you should stop in. It's a whole experience because depending on what you order, crazy things come to life in the bar.
And we laughed together. We cried together. Not gonna lie, a couple times where we very nearly died together, but you know what? That makes it a lot like family. And just like any other family, 10 to 12 minutes is enough. Get out. I'm so sorry, that's your room. It's so hospitality. Please get out, girl. Oh, don't stop.
The ride is silly and fun. Getting the right skipper can make for a really great family time. It's not what Walt originally intended, but decades later, Walt's idea for an attraction where you can see and learn about real animals came true as Kilimanjaro Safaris. So, what's the best joke you remember being told on Jungle Cruise? How long have you stood in line for it, and was the wait worth it? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to visit AllEars.net where you can read other reviews, or better yet, you can give us your opinion, rate, and review this ride. If you like this video, please click on that thumbs up. Be sure to stay tuned to AllEars TV and AllEars.net for more Disney news, fun, and stuff. And follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net. New to the channel? Check out our other ride videos here. We'd love for you to subscribe to AllEars.net and clang that little notification bell so you immediately get notified when we post a new video. This is Chris for AllEars TV. See you next time.